just being the Joneses.
Welcome to our show, and thank you for tuning in.
Yeah. It is hot outside in sunny Florida. I hope everybody that's out here in Florida is staying hydrated or wherever else it is hot
Stay
at.
safe, stay out there heat,
Yes.
unless it's working.
Man, we went out and I caught myself getting a table by the water. We probably was out there about 30 minutes because we had to move to the inside.
It was feeling good at first, but then after that, I was like, all right, get out of here.
Because the heat index,
Get inside.
index today's supposed to be what?
Let's say 109.
109. Ooh. And it rained a lot last night here, and we're in Temple Bay. So that cooled it down. So this morning we went on a little walk and it was nice, but it's pretty hot right now.
Oh, yeah.
So today we're gonna talk a little bit about how we got here. Like our 13th anniversary is coming up. Yay!
13 years.
It's exactly 1 month from today. So July 19th is our 13th anniversary. We'll sing longer than you, Show.
About the same. I don't know.
About 13 years.
About 13 years. Yeah. About 13 long years.
13. So it seemed long. To me, it seemed long too, right? But I mean, I don't know. But good long. So anyway, 13 years coming up, and so we haven't really told you guys how we actually met or anything like that. So we will do that. So basically, I'm gonna let him tell his version of what that looked like to him.
Well,
He tell his Martin version.
I was gliding through my classroom with my pimp hat on and pimp cane. And all the girls wanted me. Nah, but I was sitting in my class, sitting at my desk. Well, her cousin said that she was gonna. She kept teasing me, saying she was gonna hook me up with her cousin. So I was like, "No, don't do that, because I don't know her. I don't like hookups." But she wanted to do it anyway. I kept telling her, "No, don't do that." You know, ha ha ha. So next thing I know, this girl coming up in my class, coming straight to me, saying, "Talk about, hey, hurry up, give me your phone number because I gotta go to class." So at that point, I knew who it was, and yeah, I was like, "All right, here you go."
So but you had never met me. So first of all,
Never met
she told me that he wanted to talk to me.
Just lying. Just lying.
Anyway, however, she was trying to hook us up, and she probably was trying to do a good thing, whatever. But
But everybody's not a matchmaker. So.
But anyway, so I was like, okay, so she obviously must have told me, because y'all, literally, I don't even remember how the whole thing actually went down until I didn't remember until he actually hit me up some years later. So anyway, so she actually told me that he wanted to talk to me, and apparently she must have told me what his class was, because I didn't even know him. Like, I did not know him. I couldn't pick him up out in the lineup.
How'd you even know who to go to?
Huh?
How did you even know who to go to?
Class? She had to tell me.
Yeah, but she didn't just say, "All right, he in that classroom, I go." How'd you know who it was?
I don't know, because literally I didn't know. She had to either show me you or something. Maybe she walked to the class with me and said, "That's him." I don't know, y'all. Like,
Maybe
literally, I don't have a memory of how all of that happened, other than she was telling me he wanted to talk to me. I know I did. I went to his class and was like, give me your number or whatever. In my head, he was... in my head, he wanted to talk to me, right? So, so we did exchange phone numbers, or either you gave me a number, whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah, so we probably talked on the phone for maybe like a couple of weeks or something. But I don't know. It just didn't work out. Next thing you know, stuff started being told to me that he said, and I don't know if stuff was told to him. I said, I don't know how that went, but I used to think he was corny. but really but at that time that I like bad, like kind of thuggish kind of dudes. So yeah, I'm gonna think he was corny, right?
Anything other than that, it's corny. So that's what you wanted. That's what you got.
Hey, that's what I got, and that did not work out.
You get what you get.
But anyway, and then you say people was like,
He was asking me, coming up to ask me, hey Herbert, you and April together? Yeah, we together. So
we was not together though.
I mean, we weren't really. We was getting to know each other.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? But it was just a little high school together. Like, okay, yeah, you know, we stayed.
But
yeah, I don't know.
But why would you say yeah?
Everybody's going around saying it. It was just a thing to do.
So if everybody was going around saying you had the cooties in high school, you was gonna be like, yeah, I got the cooties.
Nah.
But nah. So I guess that maybe was an awkward situation to be in. It's almost like
somehow it got around that we were together. So I mean,
yeah,
I just tried to roll with it.
Somehow.
I just tried to roll with it.
Look, somehow. Somehow. Somebody was trying to play matchmaker, and so I mean, apparently it just was not. I mean, it wasn't our time.
Not yet.
It wasn't our time.
Not yet.
So, we both ended up getting married at 19 to, of course, different people. So, he obviously found his boo in high school. I obviously found my boo that was out of high school.
How many years out of high school? You know y'all teenage girls be.
Anyway,
but I ain't gonna.
It was still within the. It ain't no front street for me because listen, I can tell my story better than anybody. I ain't ashamed not one bit about my story, baby. Not one bit. But it was within the legal age of Florida. I'm just gonna put it like that. How old I was, legal age of Florida. So
when you got to say terms like legal age within the laws, Florida statute says we were not doing anything illegal.
See,
but I digress.
So anyway, sometime in 2000, apparently neither one of our marriages worked out for whatever different reasons. So,
every situation has their season.
Every situation,
because it did work out for what it did, what it was.
Right, and then apparently it didn't. So we was both divorced, and around I think 2005 maybe. My cousin was like, I was at her house. So this was the same cousin who was trying to, hook us up in high school, which. I was at her house and she was like, hey, boss said, hey. And I was like, who? And she's like, Herbert Jones. I was like, oh, tell him hey. Like, I literally did not remember exactly who he was. Like, when she said his name, I was like, who? So, then what happened?
I hit you up. It was the MySpace
era. I let him tell his story.
I hit you up on MySpace. And asked you, were you still mad at me? Cause I thought you was upset still. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you felt or whatever. I was just saw you on there.
Yeah, I was like, mad for what?
I saw you on there and I was like, I'm talking to her, see what happens. So we became friends. It was like an immediate
connection.
Good connection. Yeah.
But like,
that's what was cool about it.
But like, I didn't even know what he was talking about being mad at him, like I said. And then when we started talking, it came back to my memory about when I went to his class and stuff. And
I think I used that as an icebreaker.
Yeah, as an icebreaker. I guess he tried.
I mean, who gonna be mad?
But I hope I wasn't mad 10 years later if I was mad.
Yeah, who gonna be mad about something high school like that? I mean, I know
it's
some
a lot of
people
things
do,
that.
Yeah,
as much as stuff as we do say or whatever in high school, nobody. Hopefully, people don't take that with them 10 years later when they're adults.
Some do, but
yeah, but so apparently he thought he saw me on MySpace, and MySpace did not have a people you know, so I don't know what kind of stalking he was doing. No, I'm joking.
I saw you on cousin's page.
And
I saw
so,
you on cousin's page. I said, oh shoot, she done got thick. Let me holler at her. Let me see
okay, so basically the truth. So the
going
truth.
on.
So the truth then comes out. So I was thick then, thick enough for him. And so in high school I was too skinny. So that's what the problem was. Okay. I always tell him back then you didn't want me, now how you are.
Oh no.
But anyway, by that time, I was definitely done with the whole. I had done outgrown the type of man that I actually liked when I was younger. So that was so we did connect really quick as friends. And the cool thing about that, like he said, is we were strictly friends for like a few years or whatever. So like he would come to Jasonville, and I saw him. He was in California, so at that time, we talked on the phone a lot. But when he did come to Jasonville, we'll go and hang out just a little bit or whatever, nothing major. And it was just, I didn't really even, if you would have told me then, while we were talking as friends, like when we was friends talking on the phone and stuff, you was in California, and even sometime when you moved to Louisiana, that we would have been married like a few years later, I would not have thought it. Like, it never crossed my mind.
Oh, you're same here. Same here. I liked you a lot when I was in California. And then, it's like, we were friends for a while. And we had a friendship going. I did like you, but the distance is what kept us from not really getting together. Because, that was literally coast to coast.
Yeah, and we didn't talk about getting together. So, but,
but
I know what he, yeah.
You know I like that.
I don't know.
I used to say things to her.
But anyway, so when he moved to Louisiana, it was like 2008, mid 2008, and I remember him coming in town, and I was at work minding my business. And I got a call from him, and he was like, "Hey," he said something about do I want to go to lunch? And I'm like, "Hey, I ain't been to lunch yet." Cool, So we met up the street from my job at Firehouse.
Firehouse, yeah. And Cammy Cake.
And went to Cammy Cake.
Yeah.
And sometime after that, it was like we started moving toward talking as in dating, and then he had some situationships going on, some in Jacksonville, so one in Louisiana, so eventually he had to move all of that out the way, whatever. And
I had to close those deals.
Yeah, I had to close.
So, can't say how long it took, but I did have to close some deals.
Had to close some deals. But I remember him telling me though that he would like even told someone that he used to see when he came to Jasonville that, hey, I'm talking to someone that I really like now. So he kind of cut things off with her, and I think that was really respectful.
Of course.
So yeah, so
I was really looking for somebody though. I mean, I had friends here and there. We used to hang out or whatever, do what we do, but I was looking for something real at that time. So that's why it was just easy for us to get together, I guess. So I assume you was looking for the same thing. So somebody real, somebody that's solid for a relationship, to give it a shot. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, so that was good, and I think so we ended up a year later after that getting married, and so we ended up getting married, and here we are. And how do you think? And when we talk about friendship, how do you think that being friends, like we were first, like it wasn't any sex involved, we were friends, we was talking on the phone, we were like, we went out even the times we went out, it was nothing like sexual, nothing like that. How do you think that helped us to be better spouses towards each other? Do you think that kind of played a part in like because we had that, seemed like we had somewhat of a bond before we even got to that point.
Yeah, it definitely helps, and I believe it helps in a situation like that because I mean you get to know each other first. You get to know each other's some likes and dislikes. We're not gonna learn everything, but we definitely we had a connection before we became before we started dating, seriously dating.
Yeah.
So we already knew each other well. I knew poetry was your thing. You love poetry.
Yeah, because you went to that
you know.
portrait show with me.
Yeah.
That time he went to a portrait show with me.
Yeah.
I don't think I did in the open mic that night. You went,
No.
but he went. And
Yeah,
it was,
we
you
did
know.
that. It was cool. I mean, we already knew each other well, so when we got together, I mean, there was still a lot of learning to do once we got married.
Yeah.
And all that because I mean, we living together and
Raising
we're supposed to be
kids
raising
together.
kids together. Some things had to change, obviously, because you had your way of running your house. I had my way of running mine. I had my daughter. You had your boys, and we brought them together, and so we just had to say, okay, well, how are we gonna do it now?
Yeah. And
We're both running the house now. So what are we gonna do?
Yeah, we actually own another friendship, and being married is another. Of course, that's totally different marriage.
Yeah.
I mean, levels.
Yeah.
But I think for our marriage, having that foundation was super helpful for us. Like it's not like we just married and just doing married things as far as like, okay, we paying bills together, okay, we run the house together, okay, we raising the kid together,
Right.
and that's it. We don't feel like roommates or anything like that. We feel like married people, but at the same time friends. Like for instance, it's a lot of things that he know about me. Like a lot of he probably know more about me than people who have known me 30 years. And there's a lot of things that I know about him, and some people, which I respect, however people do things in their relationship, and I get that some people don't like to talk about exes, past relationships, any of that, but we have talked about all of those things, and
Yeah.
it doesn't, like, I'm not upset about him talking about his past relationships or anything like that. Anything that has to do with him, I'm okay with him sharing and talking to me about that. And same thing with me. Like, I can open up and just share just my secrets, with him. And that's a part of us being friends too, And because I have seen, some relationships where they're like, I don't want to hear about any past relationships. I don't talk about my past relationships, anything like that. And that's cool because, people have their own preferences. But for us, we just can talk about those things, and like a lot, and it's helpful too because we can see how much each other have changed from just our versions of what we're telling each other about our past and different things like that. And versus where we are now, then, and he knows like pretty much everything I went through in my previous relationship and things like that, and so that's just, I just really love the fact that we can bond. We also are bonded as friends. We have that foundation. Like, I wouldn't want to lose him as a spouse, but I definitely wouldn't want to lose him as a friend either. So that's like two different things to me. I think sometimes, it's like, yeah, I love my spouse. I don't want to lose my spouse. I also don't want to lose my friend. So I respect him as a spouse and also as a friend. I care about him as a spouse and also as a friend. So,
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah. So that friendship to me is super important.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And so I think that's one of the things that help us to thrive. And another thing is, we put God first in our relationship in ways that sometimes maybe I know we had a discussion and even a revelation between ourselves about how we apply that and how we do make sure that we're putting God first in our relationship. Because what's one of the ways you think that we do that? Well, you think that you do that
By treating you well, Bible say treat your wife like Christ love the church, which I mean, I try to come as close to that as I can. You know what I'm saying? The way Christ loved the church. I mean, he had a deep passion for the church. So I mean, it's like I have a deep passion for my wife and my family. You know what I'm saying? So if I could at least try to do what he did for the church, then I must be on the right path of respecting my wife and respecting my family enough to treat you well. I mean, you know, if I'm treating you right, then I'm treating everybody right in this house, you know, in our family. So yeah, that's kind of how I like to think of it.
Yeah, and serving, like, that's how I look at it
Servitude,
too.
yeah.
As
Definitely.
like with me, because like sometimes I really be wanting to square up, y'all. Like it have to be me thinking about God is watching me, like what I'm gonna do. Because when he eat my food out the refrigerator, like I want to square up, man, or whatever. But it's just like
I be circling that little to go by like a shark.
But then at the same time, it's like, okay, I can't treat the man too bad about it because the Lord is watching, right? But so it's like, you know, just service to your, because I definitely firmly believe that marriage is a ministry. So just service to him, you know, being faithful to him. Like I signed up for the commitment. So what does our level of commitment look like? And so how do I serve that purpose or whatever? And so just making sure that how I am treating my spouse is acceptable in God's eyes. So yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's important. I know I kind of used to look at it in a different way sometimes of what, you know, putting God first might mean in your relationship. But then even like just having conversations together really opened my eyes up to even a deeper meaning of that for us. So
yeah, we pray together. We pray individually, but you know, sometimes we'll pray together, and that's another way we keep God in our relationship. Keep God in our marriage.
yeah.
I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah, because that's important for us. Like, that's really important for us. Yeah. I feel like that's where a lot of blessings, abundance comes from, you know, us being blessed individually and collectively together. And that's super important. Growing, you know, we got our individual things that we have to do, but there's our unity as well. So we gotta take care of it.
We do what we do to keep the unity strong.
Yeah, we gotta take care of it.
That's right.
If we don't take care of it, it's like I for one see my husband as a blessing, and I see him as, I mean, if anybody who really know my story, who I've told my story to, not somebody who like have heard through the grapevine or anything like that. Anybody I've told my actual story to, you know, that they would know that, you know, I definitely treasure and treat my husband as a blessing, because I've had both sides of what a marriage can look like. The very toxic side, and then this. So, I'm definitely showing God thanks and gratefulness by the way that I treat him. And so, you know, we got together. I mean, apparently he saw something in me. Oh no, you felt sorry for me. That's what. That was one of the rumors that I heard. No, that was one of the rumors that I heard from somebody that don't even know him.
Feel sorry.
That don't even know him, that he felt sorry for me. Like, how you not know somebody and never talk to somebody in your life and had a conversation with them, but you assume they felt sorry for somebody and that's why they married them.
That person, yeah. That don't even sound smart. I mean, I felt sorry for somebody, so I'm gonna marry you.
Yeah,
come on.
That's what they said. You know, if somebody else said it's true, it gotta be true. So I
Whoever want to believe it, man, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, but we just said, you know, that's another good thing about us just really connecting on that friendship level, because we could sit and just laugh at some of the stuff that we hear about us that we didn't even know about, you know. So like like, so we just sit there and laugh. We could laugh about it and joke about it, and it don't, you know, affect our relationship at all, you know,
because it should.
it's yeah. So we just go with it, you know. If that's what that's what make people happy.
We do what we
let
do.
them happy.
Yeah. We walk our own path.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, that was a good one though. That was really a good one. I remember that day sitting there rolling, us both sitting there laughing at that. You say she sound like she hating. But anyway, yeah. So that was one of the reasons we got that he married me, just so y'all know. So 13 years, our anniversary is coming up in a month. So I have planned 13 dates. So honestly, I have not thought of all 13 dates that I'm gonna do yet. So if y'all got any ideas,
good ideas.
Yeah, because I'm a very creative person when it comes to trying
You are.
doing stuff, but
I thought you already had it mapped out and everything.
it's so like me to have
itinerary.
everything mapped out. It's so like me to have everything mapped out, but I definitely don't yet. But I do have a lot of things mapped out, I will say. So if anybody have any ideas, you want to shoot them in my inbox or whatever. My on Instagram is I am April Yolande. Shoot it in my DM. And let me know. And I'll be creating some little shorts or whatever on our YouTube, so you guys can see and maybe get some ideas as well for some things you might want to do or plan for your spouse. So I'm doing 13 dates, 13 years. And also, one of the things that we have done together is created this card game.
Yeah.
So this is it, the Do Ask Tell card game. And it came out in May. We had been working on it a little bit, and it came out in May, and it comes with 72 cards. There's 3 categories.
Do, ask, and tell.
Do, ask, and tell. So you do, if you it's a little die that comes with it. So when you roll the die, it tells you it's land on either the categories do, ask, tell, or a couple of other things that, you know, comes with the instructions and let you know what you'll do if you land on, or if your die following those things. So you split the deck into like the three categories, and you play from there. So this was something that we worked together and did, and that I'm actually very proud of.
Yes, me too. But we put a lot of thought and time into it, and some people said they like it. You know, it became a hit. So.
Yeah. So if you want to get this deck of cards, you can find this deck of cards on my website at AprilYJonesTherapy.com/shop. I also have another deck of cards called Make It Last. I did these cards on my own, but this was the first deck of cards, Make It Last, and this one is the second, Do Ask Tell, the one that we did together. So these both can be found actually on my website at AprilYJonesTherapy.com. And yeah, so I hope you guys were found any little piece of inspiration from our video today.
Stand tall and stand united, stand strong.
Yeah,
for each other.
Absolutely. Yep. So that completes our episode today.
Yeah.
Y'all remember, stay hydrated, drink your H2O.
Yeah. And
mind your business. It's just being the Joneses.
Just being the Joneses, y'all. Holla.
Love is in the air tonight.